I'm from Stewart Country Day along with Kendra, and I just want to say how amazing that I think this is. And so I just want to share a little slam poem that I wrote called The 5 Stages of Being a Minority. It's kind of talking about how I never realized how much racism was around me until I came to high school, and it's something that we need to learn that is there, and therefore we should not ignore it. So it gets a little bit angsty, so apologies for that. The 5 stages of being a minority. Number 1, denial. When we are born, we do not judge. We cry until we feel the warm touch of a hand that cradles us to safety. Taught to understand that the tone of your skin does not brand the meaning of love. When you are small, you were told a blur of what it means to be kind. Blind to what could stop you, your boundaries of passion grow unconfined. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Ignorant of the world, your kind acts are continuously repeated. Number 2, anger. Your first day of school, a boy goes up to you and calls you Chinese. You lose a little more than just your cool. You teach everyone you know that you're from the Philippines. Although they're aware, get used to the stares of your food, because it's not rude, it's curious. You disregard your kind heart of understanding to replace it with thanking the person who says your last name right. Because you learn how to recite where you're from on a daily basis, because there are so many races. Shut your mouth when your friend with blonde hair and blue eyes can tell you the 25 countries where he's from, but can't seem to remember that you aren't a Chong. So many wrongs make a right when someone finally gets that you don't actually eat dogs, but then signal that long sigh when someone sobs when you say it's a part of your culture. Hey, at least I have one. Number 3, bargain. Time passes and you're forced into new places with faces you don't recognize. Surrounded by light eyes and pale olive skin, you start to trade what you are within for a chance to assimilate. Grow to hate the food you bring to lunch because it's what gave you the friends who decided to punch your Filipino pride by calling you race girl. The pearls from home that you wear every day are now from a foreign place you forgot how to say. Purse your fat lips to force them thin because one of your closest friends depicts everything you want to be. Because you want to change what people see. You want to be her. White skin, green eyes, trade what you were, round face, thick thighs, to be someone everyone seems to idolize. Turn 1,000 years of history into a joke. Choke down your frustration into letting people poke fun at Asians. At you. You do have bad eyesight. Maybe it's your chinky eyes. You do eat rice all the time. Anything's for a friend's laugh, right? Number 4, depression. You turn into nothing more than someone who is built on impressions. Adapted to try to be like the stereotypical pretty girl, you've abandoned yung bahay mo, your home, to go to a place you don't like. Hindi ko alam saan ako. You don't know where you are because you are designed to become the stereotypical bizarre extravaganza. You dazzle with your Asian brain and unravel into a fragile pile of unmet expectations. When you are at home, remember your parents' childhood situations. They never had what you had. They'll never understand that the only place you see yourself are the things you never want to be. Because you want to be more than what people see. But how is that supposed to happen when you've spent years trying to flatten your ethnicity? When you yourself have promoted the idea of bigotry because that's what the world said you were. That your round face and small eyes were a curse. You could never be the perfect girl, the white girl. You could never be her. Number 5, acceptance. You will never be her. Years passed and those scars still last. But you've learned a valuable lesson that teaches you more than, quote, you will never be her. Because after years of wishing to be someone else, you've decided to start listening to yourself. Because all this time, you forgot the people who have been standing by you all your life, the ones who have taught you to never be satisfied if you can do much, much more. Remember who you first started loving for. Those numerous brown eyes and brown skin who taught you that kindness comes from within. Remember your nanay. Your mother, whose ability to cook rice so fast was a wonder, who would hold you in the late nights of summer and tell you stories of yung bahay mo, 1,000 seas away, where the sun would always make it the longest day, that your ancestry and pamilya ko would stay with you always. Even though a hurricane of hate seems to surround you, stay and wait for the rainbow. Because ang nanay ko taught you how to know that you are never less than anyone else. Even if someone does not look like you, hold out your hand to help them understand your view. No matter what you believe, humans were once the same. Our skin color is just another way to perceive what your story is. We were all just infants who craved a warm embrace and a kiss. The only difference between me and you is the way we grew up. I have been taught that you can always learn how to love. As a land of immigrants, we have no limits as to what we can do, so learn that you are beautiful. Stay dutiful to where you are from. I used to run away from my Filipino pride, but you can never change the ethnic blood you have inside. So stand proud, stand loud, say who you are with as much sound you can manage, turn your insecurities to your advantage. Learn to banish your fear into acceptance. Let your diverse presence be known, because the most beautiful painting can't be created with one color alone.